What is the best lens for real estate photography? As a professional real estate photographer, you need to capture every angle, every spot, the big open spaces right to the tight little spaces. Why did I shoot in a bathroom? It is a tight little space. This one's a little bigger, but there are so many that are so tiny that a normal lens just doesn't cut it. You need an awesome wide angle lens. So what lens should I buy? Let's first start with the camera. You have to understand there are crop sensor cameras out there. So when there's a crop sensor, it actually zooms in your lens so you don't get as wide an angle. You want to go and invest in a full frame camera. If you have a crop sensor, the best lens for that is the 10-18. 10-18 seems to be available on every camera system from Sony to Canon to Nikon across the board. So if you have a crop sensor already, that's the lens you want to go. You definitely want to go full frame. So I have the A7 III here. This is my current camera. When I started out, I was using a Canon system. The Canon 5D Mark III. I started with the 17-40. 1740 was much cheaper back then. I think it was 800 bucks, 8-9 years ago when I started this. That system works today. It is great. Digital camera with lens. You could probably get them both used pretty cheap nowadays. If you were starting out, maybe look at that. The next lens I upgraded to, I went to the 16-35 f4. 16-35 is the most preferred lens in real estate photography. You can get the f4 or the 2.8. So with the 2.8, it lets in more light, great for video, but when you're shooting photos, f4, you're gonna save a lot more money, and you only need to shoot at f8 to 11. That's all you need. It's gonna get everything in that room nice in focus. That is the sweet spot. So you don't need to spend a lot of money on a 2.8 lens. So where I've evolved, I went from the Canon system, now I've gone totally mirrorless. I went light. I went to A7 III, much lighter than my old camera. I used the Arca Swiss D4 head. I used a Benro carbon fiber tripod. And all of this, super light. So when I'm picking this up, going room to room, taking photos, super light to move, super light to shoot. My preference for lens nowadays, I use the f4 12-24 Sony lens. Now why did I go so wide? Well, why am I shooting in the bathroom? Bathrooms, laundry rooms, they can be some of the tightest rooms to shoot. You need wide. I had to think as a business, not a photographer, and go for it. I went for this lens. I could shoot everything. Now I don't think, oh, if I had a little bit more room, I could have got that shot. No, I have it. I got the shot. Beyond rooms inside the house, you have to remember outside. Sometimes they plant trees right in the front of the house, and you got just this little bit of space, and you got to shoot, and you do your best with the wide. Yes, it might look a little goofy, distorted, but you've got the shot. That is key to sell the house. Remember that. You're not submitting this to a photo contest, you are trying to sell that home. Pros with it, very wide angle. It is a zoom, 12-24. Another thing you can do on Sony cameras, any of the buttons on here, you could program it. So what I did, I programmed the delete button. What the delete button does while I'm shooting is change it to a crop factor. So it changes it to 1.6 times crop. So that 12-24 now becomes a 16-35. So if I want to zoom in a little more, I need just that little oomph of reach without grabbing another lens, I've got it. So it's like having two lenses in one. It's light, it's small, it's compact, easy to carry. Love this lens. Get the super wide angles. You got the zoom for versatility. One of the cons is it's got a really oval front. So it will catch light, the odd spotlight coming here, or the sun. If the sun's shining right on there, you will have spots in your photo. So you have to be very aware of that. For me, it happens probably once a week in 1 or 2 photos. So out of 25, 30 shoots, I have to go in Photoshop and fix that. And that's not bad. Beyond that, love this lens. Love it. And definitely highly recommend it if you're in the Sony system and you're like, ooh, is that too wide? It's definitely not. Trust me, the number of tight spaces we see in every house, I swear there's at least one that we have to need that extra width. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the alert button. I will be doing more reviews and sharing more real estate photography tips. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.